Hello there, and welcome to a very, very special episode of Unlocking the Holocron.
We're up to 2 varies now?
Yes.
Shit.
Going big. Today, we are talking about Boba Fett. 2 weeks away. Predictions. What's going to happen? What do we expect? Getting the hype levels rising, because let's be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not super hyped at the moment. I'm excited because it's Boba Fett and Star Wars, but it's not there right now where it should be for 2 weeks away like I was for Visions and stuff. Probably because all my hype right now is MCU and Spider-Man, because it's days away when we're recording this. This probably won't be posted till after that movie comes out, but that's where
we're recording this 2 days or 1 day before Spider-Man.
Yeah, 1 day before we're seeing this. So
wasn't that the first day too?
Yeah, well, technically it comes out on the 17th, but the Thursday, it's weird how movies work.
Well, yeah, it.
Yeah, the Thursday night previews.
We're seeing it basically as early as you can when you're not famous.
Yeah, 4 p.m. on a Thursday. But yeah, and joining me, as always, the Sith Holocron, Naomi. How you doing today? Oh God, we needed a camera for that dab.
We don't tell them that I dabbed. I feel didn't you have that same problem with Mando Season 2? I feel I remember that. I feel we've had a similar conversation
Or maybe
before.
It was Visions.
No, it was something Star Wars, because we talked about it.
Yeah, I know.
I think it was Mandalorian Season 2.
I think it was Bad Batch.
No, because you, that one made sense, but you weren't hyped for it. I remember, I think it was
going I'm hyped for all of them, but not I'm not giddy with excitement.
That's what I'm saying. When we were going into Mando Season 2, I think I remember you saying in a video, I'm not giddy like you think I would be.
Yeah.
I feel I remember that.
Yeah, it was for
This happened last year.
Yeah.
It's because of your work.
That...
December times hit you hard.
Yeah, my brain does not have a lot of...
You don't have a lot of time to be...
I don't have a lot of processing power to get excited for things.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Because and for being honest, based on the trailer... I rewatched the trailer today preparing for this episode.
I watched the rest of the trailer over your shoulder after I got done...
blowing your nose.
I was going to say blowing a load, but sure.
But yeah... It's not. I'm still not really sure what's going to happen in the show, but that's exciting.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know what it's going to be about. That's why we're here to predict things, guess, see what we want to see.
My vibe of it is that it feels kind of like it'll be Mandalorian-esque.
Yeah, I'll have definitely that same kind of
energy
tone and vibe.
Because it's it's the underworld, and it also feels I feel like it'll definitely have sort of the same structure where it's kind of loose, long-term plot with each episode having its own
subplot.
Segmented plot.
Yeah.
Which I feel has kind of been the thing that they've been doing with shows since Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm. Which it works.
It works, yeah.
Yeah.
It means inevitably there's going to be some stinkers, but
yeah. Well, some would call filler.
But I don't think any of the episodes of any of the shows outside of the Meeber Gascon arc have been bad.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be a problem with this show, because is there 6 episodes or 8?
Oh, yeah, there's probably not going to be any filler.
There's only 6 episodes for this show. Or I know Obi-Wan's 6 episodes, but...
If there is filler, then that's really upsetting.
Because I know sometimes people feel what's it called, filler?
Mando?
Yeah. But
some of the episodes?
Yeah, but I'm I don't believe that.
I think the thing with calling it filler is that it implies that it's bad.
Yeah. And
I don't think, like I said, ever since Clone Wars, I think the only episodes that I would say I have not enjoyed were the Meeber Gascon episodes of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And from my point of view...
And all of Resistance.
And that whole show's filler. But anything else, even if it doesn't really contribute much to the main plot, if I had a good time watching it, I don't really think less of it.
Yeah.
Unless we're right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's season finale and it's still just farting around, then I get it.
Resist.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Watch our Resistance review.
I don't know if this is confirmed, but from according to IMDb, there's 7 episodes, but so not like I thought in that
1%
Mandalorian timeline. I mean Mandalorian where there's only a few, there's only 8 episodes each season of Mando, so
1 episode per sin.
Ah, there you go. So, what is your big, bold prediction or hope for Book of Boba Fett?
I sort of have 2, but they're kind of the same thing. It's I want Hondo and Cad Bane.
Okay.
You keep rubbing the table.
Sorry, you want cool bounty hunters.
I want specifically Hondo because he's Hondo, and Cad Bane specifically because he's the perfect antagonist for Boba.
Yeah.
The perfect rival.
Yeah. I feel like...
Oh, I have one more, but you go.
It'll probably actually be mine, so I'll say that. But
No, it won't be yours. I
it won't be?
sure.
Okay. Okay. But, Cad Bane, obviously, spoilers for all Star Wars, came back in Bad Batch.
Yes.
So, I think that was the setup.
Yes.
To bring him in here. I'm not as familiar with Cad Bane as you, obviously. So, is he more of like a... Is he more of a... He's more ruthless than most of the bounty hunters, right?
He's more of a full evil bounty hunter than most.
And based on the trailer, it seems Boba Fett's very much trying to change the way the underworld and the bounty hunters run. Not based on fear, based on respect, which was what the cool vibes I was getting from that trailer.
Yeah.
Which I like. He's like, we're all going to be...
Going more kind of gray.
Yeah.
Still more evil because they are doing crimes.
For money.
But less...
Like,
it's less pure evil.
It's less like, this bounty hunter's getting my way, I gotta fuck them over. Like, it's more like, we're all in this together, let's fucking make money and do shit. Which I like. Which I think would make sense for Cad Bane to be the antagonist. And also, the other thing, which is my bold prediction, which I think the show is a shoo-in to do, mainly because I want to see it, is Omega.
That'd be interesting.
Especially with the Cad Bane tie-in, the Fennec tie-in to Omega. And
keep hitting the table.
Sorry. And that's what I'm interested to see. And, like, if she plays a role in this. You know?
Yeah. The thing I was going to say about, like, the Cad Bane evilness thing, there's an episode in the Clone Wars where he goes around abducting children.
Okay, yeah. So he's just, like, pure evil.
And then he abducted Omega.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Cad Bane is the pure evil bounty hunter. Whereas a lot of them are kind of, obviously still evil, but more kind of almost neutral. Like, 50% between neutral and evil. Cad Bane is pretty much whole evil.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're abducting Force-sensitive children, that kind of...
Yeah.
You're being an inquisitor.
Yeah. Why was he abducting them? Just for...
For Palpatine.
Palpatine. Okay.
Palpatine hired him because Palpatine wanted slaves.
Okay. I could see, though, with the Omega thing... Am I saying it right, or am I just saying it funny for fun?
Well, they kind of say... Well, she says Omega because she has an accent.
Yeah.
The word is pronounced Omega.
Omega, yeah. I think...
But she says Omega, so that's her name.
Because we know for a fact that this is all, like, tying back into...
everything.
The whatever's going on with Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and all the shows that are, like... They're leading up to one big event, probably, with Mr. Thrawn.
Yes.
And I could see the cliffhanger of this show being, like... Oh, you just found your sister.
Yeah.
Like... Especially because I feel like she's... How they set her up in Bad Batch, and she's getting... She's, like...
Kind of long...
She's part of the Mandalorian long con of Snoke.
Yeah.
Like
she's part of the long con.
The cloning and the reviving Palpatine plot line that they're trying to make sense.
I didn't believe that at first when we were watching Bad Batch, but then at the season finale when they, like, took Tonway or whatever her name was and, like, brought her to, like, that secret facility.
Yeah.
That's absolutely what they're setting up.
Yeah.
And I also, like, I want to see them meet, and I really want Omega to call Boba Alpha, because that's what he was.
That'd be cool.
The Alpha clone and the Omega clone.
The first and the last.
I think that'd be cool if, like, if she, like, specifically called him that, like, just as, like, a sibling thing.
Yeah. Because we also don't know how aware is Boba of her existence.
Not at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't know shit. He doesn't really like clones all that much.
Yeah.
Except for there was an arc when he tried to kill Mace Windu in the Clone Wars, and he felt really bad about killing clones.
Okay.
But when he grew up, he started to view it as, they're not my brothers, I don't care.
Yeah. But this one, really, his sister.
Omega's a bit different.
Yeah.
She's built different. Literally
has the... What did they say in Bad Batch, which we were confused on forever because we still don't know how it makes sense long term? That
she's a pure clone.
She's a pure clone.
But she has alterations.
Yeah, we're not really sure.
I think their usage of term pure was just meaning no, like, inhibitors or anything. Like, no, like, personality effectors like they had in the other clones to make them more subservient. Mm-hmm. I like to believe it's because she's trans.
That'd be cool.
And she actually is exactly the same as Boba genetically, but it's just she transitioned.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, but I would like it. Maybe I'm biased, though.
I think it could happen. Disney's getting better about representation.
I don't know if they're quite there yet for trans characters, though.
Yeah.
They're barely there for gay characters.
There was a trans character in West Side Story.
Is that a Disney thing?
Yeah, because I bought Fox. I don't know how it all works. I don't know how it all works. Yeah,
it's a little.
It wasn't Disney branded, but like there's Disney. I have this thing called Disney Rewards where you get.
They're
like,
connected.
Like they're like promoting it. Yeah, they're all connected.
I want to believe. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Another wish that I really want, and we talked about this before. Probably, actually, my other biggest wish is Bosk.
Yeah.
Bosk and Boba have one of the most interesting, unexplored dynamics in Star Wars.
Like a weird father-son kind of like,
like
crazy uncle kind of like.
Yeah, because Bosk basically adopted him.
Yeah.
Because bear in mind, when Jango died, Boba was a child. He then somehow found Aura Singh, and she was kind of like his surrogate mother for a while. And then she told him to fuck off and abandoned him. And so then Bosk kind of took over as his surrogate parent.
Yeah.
And pretty much raised him for the rest of the time. Like, they were constantly on missions together when he was younger. And, like, that would just be such a weird relationship to explore.
Yeah, especially as adults. Both as an adult.
Like, I kind of wonder if maybe that partially influenced his, like, high honor.
Maybe.
Because, like, Trandoshans kind of are, like... They're kind of not, like, super honor-based. Like, obviously, it more comes from Boba's Mandalorian side than anything.
Yeah.
But I would like to think that Bosk kind of helped cultivate that, because Trandoshans kind of have a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Where they're, like, they kind of only like to hunt things that are, like, good enough to fight back. At least that's the vibe I get from them.
They don't do low-hanging fruit.
They go for, like, they kidnapped Jedi to hunt them.
Yeah. Like,
they're going for that's why they hate, or that's why they always hunt Wookiees, because Wookiees are, like, superpowers.
Yeah, like they're superiors, yeah.
So it's like, it kind of feels similar to that, where it's like, maybe that rubbed off on him just a little bit. I mean, obviously it mostly comes from his Mandalorian side, but...
Yeah. And we do see Trandoshans in the trailer.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of them in the trailer were Bosk, but we're hoping...
But I could see him getting Bosk to help him.
Yeah.
Like, smooth things over with Trandoshans.
Because, yeah, that'd be good.
And also, just, if this is Boba Fett's show... It should explore that huge part of his life that we've never really seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would because I feel like that would set up a good, like, he finally get, like, it looks like they're in the trailer having beef with the Trandoshans, they're having trouble agreeing on things.
Yeah.
But also, I could see them coming to terms because, like, I feel like you said earlier, one of your wishes is Hondo, right?
Yeah.
I could see him causing problems.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Hondo is very much... Well, Hondo isn't afraid to... No, yeah, Hondo does always just steal most of the reward.
Yeah.
He's not really... I was going to say he's okay with cooperation, but he's okay with cooperation so long as he can fuck you over in the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he would have a problem with that.
This could be a cool way to kind of like tie into the Mandalorian too. Like, because remember, we still don't know who had Grogu at the very beginning of the Mandalorian, and we saw the pirates that looked like Hondo.
Oh, they were the same species. Yeah.
So we were always like, maybe Hondo had him and just lost him,
and he would do that.
And maybe like Boba Fett, he comes across Boba Fett because he knows Boba Fett was in contact with this.
Well, he knows Boba too.
Yeah,
they met before.
Yeah.
Hondo owned the Slave One for a while.
Right. This is a prime opportunity for Hondo to show up.
Yeah. And Hondo was also sleeping with his surrogate mom.
Yeah.
Aura Singh and Hondo fucked. That's a thing that happened. That's what I mean. Like, a lot of this stuff with, like, Boba's, like, childhood specifically is so interesting, and I want to see more of it.
Yeah. This would be a great way to explore that, actually. Yeah. Because, like, we don't need anything, like... Because this show's not going to be, like, universe changing. Like, it'll be underworld changing.
And which could very well affect the whole galaxy, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw how much influence the underworld had during the Clone Wars and stuff.
Yeah.
It got so dangerous that Palpatine had to step in before they got too strong.
I think the one thing that the show needs to do
Is make us care about Boba Fett?
Yes. For at least us. As
That's
us
what I
too.
mean.
Yeah.
Us, you and me.
I like Boba Fett more now than I ever have.
Well, yeah, because Mando Season 2 gave him a character.
But I think the one way the show will be a failure is if it doesn't show us how he got out of the Sarlacc pit. I feel like that'd be a big missed opportunity to not explore, like, what happened.
See, the thing is it's... I don't necessarily know if they would need to show that, because everyone has the same idea of how he got out.
I have no idea how
The
he got out.
jetpack.
Well, yeah, but...
Like, yeah, I got hit, but he probably fixed it or something.
Yeah.
And in Legends, that's how he got out of the pit. He just flew out of it.
It can't be that...
I mean, it was
like, wouldn't
stupid as hell that he fell in there in the first place.
True, but wouldn't he do that, like... Well,
he was being grabbed.
Yeah.
He had to, like, wrestle his way out of it.
I feel like they'd still be around by the time he got out, though. We would have saw that in...
Well, also, he started, like, melting. That's why his face is all fucked up.
And why his armor
He
was
wasn't
all
in a
fucked up.
condition.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the condition to fight, so I'm sure he probably laid low.
But he did lose his armor to it. And that's why Cobb Vanth had it.
That's true.
So there has to be more than just him flying out.
True. I'm just going with the Legends version.
Yeah.
In Legends, he just basically flew out. From what I can gather, I'm not a Legends expert. Correct me if I'm wrong. But from what I've seen in Legends, not only has he flown out of it, but he's fallen in it like 5 times.
Yeah. It would be cool. How much do we know about Boba in like the Empire like Strikes Back era? Do we know who he's connected to in those eras? Who is like?
If we're going off of the movies, he's not a character.
Yeah. He
has no personality in either of the movies that he's in.
What if like
there might be canon comics with him in it? There could very well be canon comics where he gets more of a personality. I haven't read them. So all we know of him in canon before Mandalorian Season 2 is he is nothing.
What if, like, he had someone, like, a buddy or, like, a counterpart who was, like, he's like, hey, I'm going to work for this Vader guy. And it's like, if I don't come back, come look for me. And maybe that person, his sister Omega. Because we know it's not someone like Cad Bane. Cad Bane would be like...
I was going to say Bosk.
Boss, too, yeah.
His dad. But Bosk was also working for the Empire,
yeah, they were both there together. Was Bosk on Tatooine? Or at Jabba's palace when that all happened down?
Fuck. He might have been. I know he survived, because he was in the Battle of Jakku, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he with Embo and them?
No, that was Dengar and Embo.
Oh.
I don't know where Bosk lands.
So he might have died there. I don't know if he was in Return of the... Look it up.
Yeah. I don't know where Bosk's...
I can't remember. He might have been in Return of the Jedi, but that Jabba's palace is so cramped, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Like, yeah, but was he, like, out on the skiff fighting and shit?
Well, if he was at Jabba's palace, he probably was on the skiff. They kind of all went. So I don't actually know. But I could see Bosk helping him get out of there.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be more interesting if we see Omega and Boba meet in the show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, meet for the first time as adults. I think that'd be
like
more interesting
post 6.
Yeah, like that'd be more interesting than them having already known each other, I think.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind them like meeting, because I think one of the things the MCU is doing really good right now is like flashbacks of things that
happened. Yeah,
of us like seeing what happened to certain characters during events we already know, even though we're just meeting these characters. And stuff like that. So that could be a cool thing that could happen. But there's a lot of information about Bosk.
I'm sure he's in a lot of comics.
Yeah. I'm trying to go all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, see where his last like appearance is.
Yeah. There's so much shit. But there was this thing on Google when I typed in Bosk, said who killed Bosk, and I'm like, and then it started talking about Ezra, and I'm like, I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Ezra killed Bosk?
No, because Bosk was in Rebels, right?
He was in a Rebels comic book.
So much. I'm almost to the bottom, I think.
He was in a
There's
Rebels...
probably an easier way to do this, but...
He wasn't in the show.
Okay. His farthest dated canon appearance is... Okay. Return of the Jedi.
He is in Return of the Jedi?
Yes. But... he might die in Return of the Jedi.
Hold on, let me look this up.
Because it says his last canon appearance is Star Wars Tales from Galaxy's Edge, Last Call, but it's only flashbacks. So, and then he's in the Bounty Hunter comics and all the. He's in some Vader comics.
We're just reading Wikipedia right now.
Yeah. He's in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, according to this.
Whoa! You keep talking. I'm reading.
But yeah, Bosk, cool dude. Wonder what happened to him in Return of the Jedi. But another thing that could be cool with Boba Fett is I want more Fennec. Obviously, I like Fennec. She's growing on me.
Subsequently accompanied Jabba aboard the Katana, which was the barge, and that is his last appearance.
It's interesting. We have no canon appearance after Return of the Jedi,
but the barge did blow up,
so he's probably dead.
Well, the rule of
fiction...
Shit,
Boba can survive a Snarlack.
A Snarlack?
But what's it called? Starlack?
Sarlacc.
Sarlacc.
You know the rule of fiction, right? If you don't die on screen, you didn't die.
Facts.
So they could bring him back very easily.
Oh, yeah, it's easy to...
Alternatively, if he doesn't show up in the show, that probably means he died there.
Yeah, especially if they're dealing with Trandoshans.
Or if they just, for some reason, forgot about him.
I'm sure they'll mention it. Do you think Lucasfilm and Disney and Star Wars care enough about Boss to make sure he has a canon death, like, on screen?
The thing is, it's not that. It's more just, I think, that we would know he died there if he isn't involved in the show.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like they've gone out of their way, like, with the Clone Wars, to show that they had, like, a connection.
Mm-hmm. And if there's ever a time to bring him back, it's now. Yeah.
And I think it would be... And I think it's a good idea to, like, give the bounty hunters that were hired by Vader more personality. Mm-hmm. Because so far, because of, like, everything in Legends no longer being canon, most of those bounty hunters just are nothing.
Yeah. The thing, too, is I feel like him and Cad Bane are the most obvious, like, they need to be in the show right now. And then Hondo, and then Omega's kind of, like... a long stretch, because we're still at the very beginning of her story.
Yeah.
So it'd be weird to be like, oh, here's her after that, and then be like, oh, then why do we watch Bad Batch if we know she's...
That's what I don't think she'll be in it.
Yeah, I feel like she'll be like...
I could see them mentioning her.
Because I'm gonna be honest, we know Bad Batch is in the season 2. Mm-hmm. Does Bad Batch even get a season 3?
I don't know.
Can they tell a story in 2 seasons? Like, there's a lot of episodes. Like, I could see them only...
Yeah.
And then, like, her showing up in, like, Mandalorian Season 4.
I still want them to do the Bad Batch versus Scar Squad, though.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a waste if they don't do that.
Bad Batch, I'm saying it here now, does not go more than 3 seasons.
I will say to my death that it will be a damn shame if they don't have Bad Batch versus the Scar Squadron at some point.
I think that could be, like, the finale of that show.
I think that would be metal as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's what they should do. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know about the Scar Squadron until after Bad Batch came out. But they're perfect as enemies for each other.
Right.
But yeah, so...
Any other predictions? Any other things you think we need to see? Other, like... I was like I said, I would love to see Embo. But just more of the bounty hunters we know and love. But also, like, cool new bounty hunters, too.
Do you know what's so funny about Embo? This is just a random fun fact for you.
That he's cool.
The first time he showed up, the first episode he's in, like, where Hondo's raiding, like, the Felucian village.
Yeah.
Embo was supposed to die there.
Thank God.
But they liked him so much they didn't kill him.
Yeah. I actually read an article relating to the same type of thing. That Fennec wasn't originally supposed to come back after episode 1.
That's so weird.
But apparently, her and Dave Filoni went to the same high school in Pittsburgh, and they bonded over that. And I don't know if that was her just, like, having fun with that story and, like, being like, oh, I was gonna...
No, see, that has to be just, like, a fun story, because the end of the episode with her shows Boba walking up to her.
That was a headline I saw. I didn't read her quote interview, but I'm sure that was just some playful story.
Yeah, because I don't know otherwise what the purpose of that scene would have been.
Yeah. Why
would you show someone walking up to her if it's just a corpse?
Maybe after... I mean, like, while they were shooting that one episode, they met and had that thing, like, hey, let's bring you back. Here's the...
And then they shot that at the very end.
Yeah.
Could be.
Never know.
Oh, like they decided to shoot that after they decided to bring her back.
Yeah.
That could be.
And also because, like, she was only in that one episode. So
Yeah, but again...
all their interactions would have been filming that one episode.
Yeah, but again, like, you wouldn't have that end credit scene if you didn't plan on her coming back.
Yeah.
Unless it was just Boba scavenging her corpse. In which case, that's not really a good end credit scene.
Yeah.
That's more of just, like, that would be more of just, like, a reference if you just, like, had her helmet later or
But
some
also,
shit.
to be fair, it flew over my head that was Boba the first time we saw that. I didn't even think about it.
I would like to say that I believed that, but I didn't.
I know people online were speculating, but, like, I didn't even see that theory for a long time either.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of figured they would eventually bring Boba back. Mm-hmm. Like, I hope they do to Phasma eventually.
Yeah.
Because, like... The one thing that I hate is, you know how each era has their one character that's really cool but does nothing?
Yeah.
They can't do anything for Clone Wars because Grievous died on screen by exploding.
They had Jar Jar.
I was talking about Grievous.
Cool characters. You're talking about Jar Jar.
Like, they can bring back Boba and have him do stuff. They could find a way to bring back Phasma and have her do stuff.
Especially with the way they set her up in the novels.
Grievous exploded.
Yeah.
So anything cool with him would need to be set before that rather than after.
We could have a cool prequel, like pre-episode 1. Grievous
yeah, but it would just be so weird that he just ends up getting bodied.
Are you telling me you don't want an epic Grievous coming-of-age story where he's learning to build arms and murder Jedi?
I want anything with Grievous in it. I'm just saying that anything set before that would be weird because he just gets jobbed out so hard.
Yeah, that's true.
The only explanation would be if they canonize...
Also, but like Obi-Wan. King.
The only explanation would be if they canonize that Windu Force crushed his organs and that's what, like, fucked him up.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he got jobbed out so much faster than even in some of the Clone Wars episodes where they fight together. Mm-hmm. Like, when they fight in Clone Wars, Grievous, like, at least holds his own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Star Wars has a bad habit of doing that.
Especially with, robotic and armored characters.
Yeah. So hopefully this is
cool
a sign...
designs.
Hopefully this is a sign that, you know, maybe one day they'll do something with Phasma again.
So who do you think that character is going to be for the High Republic, though?
The job out character?
Yeah, the job out character.
Hopefully there isn't one.
Yeah.
But I was hoping there wouldn't be one in the sequels, but they did it again.
They jobbed out a lot of characters in the sequels,
That's
to be fair.
That's fair. But it's just annoying that it happens with villains so often.
Yeah.
When I want more cool villains. They get like one or two cool villains per saga.
Yeah.
Per era.
Wait, it's all the Skywalker saga, though.
Whoa. That's why I said per era.
Yeah.
But yeah. We ended up talking a lot about other stuff, but...
Yeah. Well, but it all ties into Boba.
It all ties into Boba.
I think they're not showing us a lot intentionally, too.
Yeah.
Like, they're not, like, the trailer is very, like, it's cool, it's shown, like, it looks cool, but, like, they're not giving us, like, what's going down, and it's probably intentional.
I want to see more...
They've been pretty good about that with all the Star Wars stuff.
I want to see more of him fight, like, with his little knee blasters that he had in Mando.
Oh, right here you go. Important prediction. We gotta say it now. How many times will we see seismic charges go off in this show? And will it be enough? Never. But how many?
3.
One more than Mandalorian. He set 2 off in that one, right? Or
Did he set off 2?
No, he just set 1.
He just set off 1.
He's destroyed 2 ships.
Yeah, he blew up 2 TIE
That's
fighters.
why I was confused. 3? I like that prediction. 3. I'm gonna say 3 and the 1 gets blown up before it goes off.
Yeah, I want as many as possible.
Yes. Anytime to use that sound effect.
Orgasmic.
Like, right? I wonder who's scoring this show. Is it the same guy who did Mandalorian? Because I hope so. I want a cool Boba Fett theme.
I don't know people.
Yeah. I just want a cool Boba Fett theme, though, right?
That'd be rad.
Like, because the Mando theme's fucking banging.
That's what I'm most excited for, is to finally get the hype about Boba.
Yeah.
Because I have never liked Boba.
Make us believe in the hype.
He's always been that character where, like, people absolutely fucking love him, but I have always despised him.
Yeah.
Because he has the worst scene in Return of the Jedi.
And also, he's, like, hyped up for no reason.
Him going into the Sarlacc pit is one of the worst scenes in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because he made the dumbest choices when he's supposed to be the best in the galaxy. That's actually what I hope. I want them to explore that.
What?
Why did he charge Luke?
They won't explore that. They'll make a joke about it, though.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. But, like, there's nothing I want more than for someone to have a logical explanation for that.
I'll see him try to explain it.
Well,
when someone gives him, like, the nice little riff, like, yeah, you charge a lightsaber Luke Skywalker with a fucking sniper in your hand.
He has a scoped rifle and a jetpack, but he bum rushed a guy with a sword. And then Han beat him while Han was blind.
Right.
You cannot tell me that he was competent in that movie.
Yeah.
And that's what made me hate him forever. But hopefully they'll make him cool, and I want them to either joke about that or have Boba explain a little bit about what was going through his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Maybe he did it on purpose.
Right.
He wanted out.
Yeah.
So
Get the fuck out.
He just wanted to commit suicide.
He's like, yeah, I'm done here. I just had a thought. Do we see Mandalorian in the show at all? Like, do we see Din Djarin getting work after he lets go Grogu, or possibly him helping him get established or get a new ship for Din? Or
you know what I think? I think we'll get to see him in a hologram.
Yeah, that's best bet.
I think.
Well, I bet that's the I need you.
What did you just say?
That's the end. That's Din. Like, I need you. I need your help.
I thought you just like. I thought you were like.
No, that's Din. He's like, give hologram. I need your help.
I could see that.
Grogu's in trouble again. Something happened.
I could see something like that.
Ben burned down the school. No, that's too close. That's not the timeline. But
or I could see something where Boba calls Din for help, but Din is helping out the Mandalorians.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could see something like that. I don't think we'll see him for more than a scene if we see him at all.
Yeah, same with like Bo and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we'll see Bo at all.
No. I bet we see some Mandalorians. Like maybe like Casca or the other guy. Or,
yeah. But I could definitely see like a scene where he calls Din and is like, I could use some help with this, and he's like, I'm on Mandalore right now. Like doing something to like set up season 3.
Oh my god, that'd be the hypest shit ever.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like that scene, but like from Last Jedi, but hype when you see Maz Kanata and just he's like, I'm busy right now, shit's going down behind him. Like, what is that? Like, that'd be the hypest shit in the world.
Like he's on Gideon's starship and they're like on their way to Mandalore or something.
Right. God.
I could see
I'm
something
excited
like
now
that.
for Boba Fett. This conversation got me more excited.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Any final thoughts? Any final predictions? Any?
I want him to use melee weapons.
Oh yeah.
I think we saw that in the trailer. So
yeah, he was mainly doing that in Mando.
Well, yeah, because he had a gaffy stick.
Yeah. But yeah, tell us what your guys' bold predictions are for the Book of Boba Fett. Leave them in the comments.
Will Fennec and Boba fuck?
Nah.
I was asking the commenters.
I'm going to be a commenter then. Nah.
Leave your predictions.
Leave your thoughts, like, subscribe, and just tell us what you think. And tell us what you're excited for.
Tell us what you think in general.
2022, going to be a big year, especially for Star Wars. Started off strong with Book of Boba Fett for most of it, mainly because it starts the last week of 2021, but like it's all going to be in 2022.
3 days before 3 days before 2022.
Yeah. So until next time.